Oh, full time at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, the toilet bowl, as they call it. Tottenham 2, Arsenal 0. Arsenal absolutely walked into that. I mean, it was the most predictable of outcomes, a classic Jose Mourinho tactical display. Hurt us on the counter-attack with the precise players you would imagine would hurt us on the counter-attack. Sat very deep in the second half. I was baffled, I must say, by the sort of analysis. I think it was particularly Gary Neville saying, Arsenal have played well here. They let us have the ball. Arsenal were like a short man being held at arm's length by a tall man. Spurs were in complete control of that situation. Mourinho was bringing on defenders. He played with a back seven for the final 15 minutes or something. It seemed mad to me to analyse that second half and see it as anything other than a product of game state, of Spurs effectively having won the match in the first 45 minutes. And once they did, there was no coming back for Arsenal. I saw a terrifying stat about our attacking in second halves. I'm going to try and find it now. Sorry to interrupt a video. Duncan Alexander. Football is a game of two halves, but Arsenal have had the fewest second half shots of any of the 92 teams in the Premier League or English Football League this season. No team in the top 4 divisions of English football has less shots on goal in the second half of games. Look, we've had tough games, but that is extremely troubling. So look, going forward, more of the same. And when I say more of the same, I mean more crosses. To who exactly? Not sure. We do have a couple of players who can cross. We don't have any players who score headers, so I don't really understand that as a tactic. Very worrying that that's recurred. Very worrying that the manager's continuing to endorse it in his interviews. But I will say, look, better teams than us have not scored against Spurs. Chelsea did not score against Spurs. Manchester City did not score against Spurs. The story, I think, is how naive we were in the first half and how easily we were taken apart for those counter-attack goals. Yes, the Son goal is a wonder goal. It's a fantastic strike. But as an Arsenal fan, you're looking at Bellerin and Holding backing away. You're looking at Bellerin falling over, basically, as he tries to get back. And you're thinking, we could defend better. Son is a really interesting player who plays down the left, sometimes down the right, other times. He attacked us down the right flank because he knew that was where we were weak, and that's where both Spurs' goals came from. On the second one, I've tweeted about this today. I've taken a load of stick for it. I think what Thomas Partey does is crazy. I think it's absolutely bonkers. I've never seen a player, I mean, I probably have, but I can't remember a player getting injured and deciding to walk off the pitch while the ball's in play. Because Spurs see him do it and they capitalise. They push an extra man into attack. They've got 4 against 2 when they break there. Go to ground. Do you know what I mean? Go to ground, put your hand up, appeal for the ball to be played out, create a kind of moral dilemma for Spurs, or just stay in your hole. Don't give it away to the opponent that you can't run. And if you need to, do what Granit Xhaka did in the second minute, which I don't know how he didn't get booked for, absolute madness, but put your arms around somebody. I was amazed by that. And I thought Partey was our best player on the day. He's probably the best player in this team. We've now lost him as well for another 6 weeks. So I think the decision to rush him back has not paid any dividends whatsoever. It's frustrating. And it's so predictable and so unsurprising. It's actually quite a boring game to analyse because it's kind of played out exactly as you imagine. Spurs are very good at the back, but the difference between us and them is how clinical they are and how devastating they can be in counter-attack. We can have plenty of possession and just not really make anything of it. 73% possession, I think it was, in the second half. Hey, doing an Arsecast Extra in a couple of hours, so it's good I've got that out of my system. That'll be a bit more reflective. But I'll speak to you all soon. We were dumb today. Arsenal were dumb in that game. And that is annoying. So many dumb moves. I think it was a dumb move tactically to not play with a 3 at back. system that's worked for Arteta in these kinds of games. I think it was a dumb move to get caught on the counter. I think it was dumb of Partey to leave the pitch. I think it was dumb to keep chucking crosses in. I think it was a dumb start to finish. Anyway, I'll leave it there. Speak to you all soon. Bye-bye.